I didn't know the power of waking up early until I started to wake up early, because I was always like, dude, I don't have any fucking time. And the reason I didn't have any time was, well, I was wasting my time. Really just smoking a lot of weed and watching porn and, I don't know, kind of wasting it with like weird hobbies, or like telling myself that I was interested in certain things that, I mean, were interesting at the time, but really don't make any money or have any tangible outcome that's beneficial for myself or society. And so I'm still working on this quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reality is that your personal life has everything to do with your work life, and your work life has everything to do with your personal life. You cannot make a tremendous amount of money without first being a tremendous person. And this is something that sucks in the world of business, because in the world of business and finance and actually making things happen in the real world, you can't avoid this thing. This will be the hardest lesson for any human being when it comes to making money and actually being able to change the world around you. Because if you don't use the control that you have over yourself, you're never going to be allowed to have control over anything else. They just won't let you do it. The life just won't let you do it. You haven't earned it. And if you are put in a position where life will let you do that, you'll just crash and burn miserably. So let's talk about energy first and foremost in your personal life. So I'm gonna go into the part that's probably the most interesting part, which is your emotional energy, right? How much energy people around you are giving to you versus taking away from you. And that tends to be arguably the most important energy that you have. If there are negative words in your environment, if there's negative tendencies in your environment, if people are takers rather than givers in your environment, you will constantly feel a lack of energy. Constantly feel a lack of energy. Because life's already pretty hard in a lot of fundamental ways. And us as human creatures, we're delicate little creatures, you know? And just much like a plant or a little turtle or something, a pet that you have, you gotta like be tender with yourself. You gotta actually really care about yourself. And what that often means is making your environment better, right? And keeping it clean. And like, for instance, if you have cats, right? Cats don't like chaos. They don't like a messy house, right? They like start pissing on things when it's in chaos. Like, they don't like that shit, right? We're not that different. In a lot of ways, sure, we can put up with chaos maybe a little bit better, maybe, but why? Why put yourself through chaos? I mean, for God's sake, there's enough chaos out there. So it comes with healthy conversations. It comes with noticing that some people are not good for you and that you shouldn't be spending time with them. And that takes a level of discipline of being able to say no. What I've also realized about that energy thing is that most of us never get busy enough to actually make the case of not spending time with bad people. Most of us do not get busy enough to actually legitimately and logically make the case that spending time with bad people is not a possibility, okay? The main key here is to get busy enough. The idle mind is the mind of the devil. And so if you don't get busy enough, then the other person is gonna come and see you doing nothing and assume that your time is their time. If you don't get busy enough, the other person is gonna assume, well, you're fucking wasting your time anyway. I might as well put all my shit on you because you're just a shit. You know, you're a dumpster. So let me just put some shit in you, right? If you're a dumpster, people are gonna come put shit on you. So you gotta convince yourself that you're not a dumpster, that you don't just get dumped on. And what that means is, well, you gotta get busy. And get busy doing what? You're like, what do I get busy doing? I don't know, cleaning paintbrushes? I don't know, like just working out, making food, reading a book, painting, making music, going on a walk, making money, reading poetry, writing poetry, analyzing the market, writing code, creating some weird website, making social media content. Get fucking busy. Essential to get busy, okay? So that's my biggest thing about the emotional aspect of things. If you feel like you're in a corner because people are dumping on you all the time, you're not busy enough. And it's a hard pill to swallow because you're like, dude, I already don't have the emotional energy. How can I get busy? I don't know, get your ass up and get busy. Like, if you want to, no one's going to get you out of your situation better than you are. And so get busy, and then you have a lot more leverage of getting rid of bullshit, okay? Emotional bullshit in your life. Super key. Because your emotional energy matters, right? If when you're trying to chill, people are like, no, I'm gonna torture you, bro, you are gonna be fucked up, okay? Don't fuck yourself up like that. Take it from me, don't do that, all right? So get busy. Okay, cool. So now, so we talked about emotional energy. What about physical energy? Well, sorry, not sorry, but if you're eating like shit and you're drinking all the time, and that's basically it, and you don't work out at all, like go on a walk at all, and you can't see your dick when you look down, or like you can't see your toes when you look down, dude, you got some fucking problems. Like, you're not gonna make it in any significant way. You're not. Like, you have to get fit. You have to have, your body literally is a machine in some ways, and machines need maintenance. Like, your car needs oil. You need good food. You need sleep. All right? You need protein. Okay? So, if you're not doing that, do it. Start doing it. And again, the waking up early thing, I'll give you a freaking pro tip. Don't put your phone next to your bed. Put it in the bathroom. Put it someplace where you have to get your ass out of bed in order to turn off that annoying thing that's not gonna let you go back to sleep. You get your ass out of bed, all right? And then go, and the first thing you do in the morning, if you're lacking physical energy, fucking workout. The workout doesn't have to be crazy. When you wake up early and you put your phone aside and it forces you to wake up, you've already done the hardest part. Wake up and then have some weights or something. People are like, oh, I need a gym membership. Dude, spend the money on some dumbbells you can already lift, like 15 pounds or something, 20 pounds or something, you know? Like, have that, and you'll have more physical energy. As far as the focus, you're like, I can't focus. Great. Welcome to everyone else's problem too. If your problem's a lack of focus, you're human, okay? You don't have ADHD, you don't have any all this crazy shit, you're human, right? You have infinite distractions available to you. They want your attention, and it's hard to focus. That's everyone, okay? So, how do you get more focus? Well, you gotta have a good reason to focus. You gotta get sick and tired of getting sick and tired. When you're sick and tired of people dumping on you, you're gonna pause this video, and you're gonna go and write down what the fuck you want in life, all right? If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, pause this video and go and write down what you're sick and tired of, and why you're sick and tired of it, and what you're gonna do about it. Where are you gonna go in life that you won't be sick and tired of this shit anymore, all right? You want focus, you need vision. Can't skip that step. You gotta have vision. So you gotta paint out a picture for yourself, man. The cool thing is, you have ChatGPT available to you. So it's not even as hard as it used to be, where you literally have to write everything out. You just at least have to answer the questions in your own head. You have to at least answer the questions of, where do you want to be? How much money do you want to make? Who do you want around you? And what do you want to do on a daily? Answer those questions, all right? Focus. Then after your energy is figured out and your focus is figured out, discipline. The only thing I can tell you about discipline, because I'm still learning this myself, is the words of the great Alex Hormozy, which is that discipline is the amount of times that you do something without a reward. It's not binary. It's not, oh, today I woke up early, so I am disciplined. And yeah, you woke up early, so you're disciplined. Are you disciplined one day a week? well, guess what? You're not disciplined then, right? If you're disciplined once in a while, you're not disciplined. So you got to just keep doing it. And the reward, I mean, do you want the reward or not? You know what the reward is? Helping other people. That's your reward. You get to feel useful. And by the way, none of this stuff, this personal life, energy, focus, and discipline is going to get you happiness. Happiness comes from energy. If you treat yourself like a dumpster, you're not going to be happy. So quit dumping on yourself. Treat yourself like you need to be treated, and you'll be much better off. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you.